Right, about time we caught you guys up to speed. See, in the last couple of weeks, we've been designing, manufacturing and building our dream caravan, and now she's ready to rock and roll. But there's a problem. See, we're stuck here in Melbourne, and to make matters worse, it is raining cats and dogs. And well, that makes people pretty grumpy. Very grumpy, in fact. So we come up with a grand plan of driving over 1,000 kilometers to hit the ultimate New Year's destination. So we've got no time to lose. We've got to put the pedal to the metal.
Babe, we have a 70 series.
So?
We're not going to put the pedal to the metal.
It pedals to the metal sometimes, you know.
Yep.
With a downwind, angel gear, bit of a hill. You know what I mean? 70 series guys get it. Come on. Anyway, we've got to go.
Don't forget to stop by our website after this video for all your travel inspo and check out our new line of merch.
And thank you to our subscribers and our partners in crime for the continued support and keeping our travel dreams alive.
I gotta tell you though, driving a caravan through Melbourne is dead set bloody a nightmare. You Melburnians are just batshit crazy drivers. I reckon I nearly wiped out the van 6 times before I even got to Geelong. Bloody nuts! But once out on the open road, we started chewing up the kilometres, but it didn't really last too long because I was absolutely knackered from the Christmas festivities with Steph's family. So I started looking around for a roadside camp, and dang, what a bloody camp this was. Located in the tiny town of Dartmoor, the Fortnight Campground is one of the best donation camps in Victoria that we've ever been to. And check out this little local, fresh from a rough night on the eucalyptus leaves, he or she just ended up strolling right into our campsite. But back on the bitch in the next morning, we had a mission to eat up as many kilometres as we can. Like a fat kid on a cupcake, we bust up through the hills of Adelaide, cut through Adelaide Central and out the top side. Then it wasn't long before we rolled up on our home away from home and arguably the best beach camp in Australia, Waralty Beach. Now, Waralty and I have somewhat of a little bit of a history. See, there's a bit of a score going around of how many times I've been bogged here. But today is the day. Today, I am going to conquer the beast. Today, I'm going to completely muff it once again. Now, being a man, of course I tried self-recovery first. You know, digging holes, revving engines, getting out the old tread boards and all of that manly stuff. But Waralty wasn't having a bar of it. Luckily, the whole crew from Wonderland was there to spectate the whole ordeal. And Kev and his Ram truck was more than happy to step at the plate and pull me out. But dead set, how awesome is this bloody place? And when the weather is on, it is bloody on. The fishing is just insane. If you like King George whiting, there are plenty. And the grommets, they just run amok. There's always going to be someone else to pull out of the boggy sand trap. Check out old mate, he didn't just bake the cake, he bloody ate it too. What a bloody effort. But not to worry, Kev is to the rescue once again. Something was telling me he was having a bit of fun pulling out all these Toyotas with his Ram truck. But now the tides are turned as we come to leave, as Waralty wasn't giving up Simo's Ram. You gotta give it all the jelly beans. Give the berries. Keen eyes would notice that the Ram was only running in 2-wheel drive, thanks to a snapped drive shaft from the camp previous. But nonetheless, this was my moment to shine and redeem myself. Popping that Ram out lickety split. Now, if you haven't been to Waralty, I'm telling you, it is a must. But just take note, do not go down on king tides. And make sure you respect the other beachgoers as well. Always stick to the speed limits and leave the area better than when you arrived. And of course, Go have some bloody fun. Talk to your neighbours. You'll be surprised how many new friends you can make in a place like this. But now here is the reality of beach camping. The cleaning. And there is an absolute load of it. But a massive thanks to Mitch at the Wallaroo Holiday Park, lending me his ladder and giving the new setup a bit of a hose down.
And bam, she's nice and squeaky clean now. So all the sand, all the dust and everything else is off it, and just in time because it's becoming overcast and windy and everything else. And just to let you know the time, it is 4:25 and I started at 7 o'clock. Like, it is a monster day. So, but anyway, we'll go inside. But yeah, now, because it's 4:25, I'm not going to get onto this problem with the van today, so we'll shift that till tomorrow. But we need you guys' help with this next one, so I'll get set up, ready to go. Oh, in here looks pretty tidy, Bob. You've done a good job. It's sort of,
It's still not complete.
well, it was chaos before, now it's organised chaos. So
Yeah.
I love this space for the grub. So like, we never had that little space in there. Like, we've got stuff all over the beds and stuff, but
I've got all our sheets in the dryer at the moment, so I'm just waiting for them to be done, and then I'll put everything back together.
Yeah, well, this looks very formal, so we'll get set up. Ready?
We've got our drinks ready.
3, 2, 1. There we go. Look at that.
Comes
Very
over here.
formal. Oh, scoot. All
We
right.
haven't done a sit down one like this before, have we? Like,
Ever. This is kind of, I don't know. Do you
no,
want
like,
more?
Not at the table. Like,
Do you want more of this, guys? We might throw a couple of these episodes in and do some tips and tricks, or what nots and what to do's, I suppose.
just maybe some caravan storage hacks or something.
Yeah, let us know.
yeah.
But anyway, we need your guys' help because 2024 is going to be a massive year for us, but we're a little bit unsure with a couple of things because we want to head up for the centre, up to NT, but we want to sort of do it after the wet, but we don't know if we're going to miss out on stuff. So we've heard stories like if you head up too early, you miss out on waterfalls and waterholes and stuff because they haven't been clear from the ranges, from the big things with teeth. So yeah, we're unsure. We want to see if any of you guys have been up, I don't know.
Or just any advice would be great. Like just, any advice on when you think is the right time to travel up there. Also things that we should like as a must do. It's
a lot of planning, and we're in Wallaroo, and we didn't actually plan to come here again. Like we didn't. And it just so happens, and we like that sort of, I don't know, change on the spot sort of thing. Yeah, that's what we're used to. So planning 6 months or 8 months or 2 months or next week is not for us. So we just want to see if you guys have been through just after the wet or around that March sort of period to the NT, and what you missed out on, what is around at that time that is open and stuff like that. I know year to year it's a bit different with the wet and stuff coming through and everything like that, but we just don't want to go up too early and don't want to go up too late where we hit the crowds.
If we do go up early and it's the flood season, is it more likely to have crocs there?
Yeah, that's what a lot of the things are, because they've got to go around and clear the water holes and the water spots and the swimming spots for the crocs before they open them. So,
I don't know how I feel about that.
But I reckon anyway, yeah, that's what I mean. Anyway, Steph will be like, they'll be clear and she won't get in anyway. So it's not really missing out on stuff.
Well, when we went to the camp, we got told so many places that we did swim at.
Our kids are having a bunny at the moment, if you can hear that in the background.
Normality.
This is normal.
Yeah, when we went up to the camp, we swam in so many places. People told us there were no crocs in there, but there actually were crocs in there. So I just don't want that situation happening.
That's our plan. After NT, we're going to go around to WA. We sort of got a grip of where we want to go through there, but again, suggest if you can. So we'll go around the East Coast, do all
Your
that.
favourite spots, must-dos.
Must-dos, must-sees, go check out, and then we'll go down the West Coast or around and back around to somewhere like here. So that's sort of like our mud map, not
completely
bound
planned.
to that.
Yeah, we're always rough. We're pretty rough when it comes to.
Yeah. So we love suggestions, love everything. So we can sort of, even though I hate that word planning, but yeah, start planning. to do a couple of these awesome things. So yeah, and the main one is, yeah, early up in NT. Even if you guys live up there, that would be awesome if some of your followers live up there and point us in the right direction of yeah, just after the wets and stuff. That would be awesome. But big day tomorrow. We've got that problem that we've got to sort out. So and these are just sorry, am I keeping you awake? Am I boring you?
I'm right.
Am I boring you guys? Like, obviously I'm boring this one.
No, it's all good. Yep.
We've had a couple of big days. This is just off the back.
I'm on the bubbles too, so.
Yeah, tomorrow's plan. Yeah, we've got to try to fix this issue. So it doesn't matter what brand or whatever caravan that you get. You sort of have these teething issues, and usually do a rundown trip closer to home and stuff like that. We don't have that luxury because this is our house, and being the time of year, being Christmas and stuff, yeah, everything's closed anyway. So obviously the guys at Wonderland, I've contacted them, and they were actually near us as well, so we contacted them, and by walking up the beach and contacted them.
We were like next door to them.
So we just got a sort of an attack plan to go through some processing to see if I can fix this problem, which I'll get to tomorrow. So I'm going to get some rack, get a good night's sleep, get some fed, and finish off a couple of drinks, and then yeah, we'll get on to this in the morning. So yeah, we'll crack on.
The next morning we hit up Wallaroo Jetty. I know, I'll get to the repair shortly. Don't get sand on your mangoes. I did promise Wesy a nice quick squid session.
Did you get it, Wes? Yeah, buddy! Yeah, the king's back!
I'm practicing my karate chops.
But now we're back in the van after all having a little bit of fun this morning and getting some dinner and some bait for later on. But where's he, mate? Catching some squid. Squid King is back. But now it is time to get dirty and onto the issue that we got with this van. But it is our last day in the caravan park, and this is our opportunity to nut it out. So let's go get dirty.
And that issue is the water tank. And full warning, I'm definitely no mechanic, and half the time I have absolutely no idea what I'm looking at. But I thought I'd give this one a red hot crack. What's the worst that can happen? Now the actual problem was we couldn't get water out of the front tank. And yes, there is water in the tank, but the pump couldn't pump it up to the tap. So the plan was to trace the two lines going into the tank back to see where they connect to. And this is where I think I've stumbled across the problem. Alright, so
Do you want to go see it?
having a poke around following where these lines are going, I've gone and inspected the other tanks up because we've got 4 tanks under this plus grey water, if you haven't watched the other videos. But all the other ones feed the water into the top of the tank. So up in here, that's your feed in and that's your draw out. So when you turn your pump on, this is where it's drawing the water out, which makes sense, it's gravity. Like, I think that's just the way it's supposed to go. But having traced this one all the way back, this one is feeding in from where you pump the water, where you put the water in, and this one's trying to pump from the top of the tank. So I think it's just trying to draw water, and all it's getting air once the tank's down a little bit, because we can get some that it cuts out. So I'm guessing, my educational guess anyway, I think these 2 lines are back to front. What do you reckon? That makes sense to you?
What do I know?
No, no, but it makes sense. Like,
Yeah, it
sort
does.
of.
I think so.
I don't know. I'm going to give it a try and see if that's worked. But if not, yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit more fault finding. Maybe even drop the tank out because there's some sort of electrical line that goes across the top. So I don't know. We'll try the easy route first before we do the difficult one, I think. So let's try that. Secretly, I was praying that this was the issue, as I wasn't looking forward to dropping out water tanks and stuffing around with electronics. So I switched the 2 lines, buttoned up the clamps, topped off the water tank again, and crossed the fingers and toes. Alright, now Steph has finished stuffing 40 kilos of washing in one load, which is only a 2.5 colour washing machine. Like, that was shaking like crazy,
That's
mate.
I put it on a normal wash this time. I didn't just do like a normal 15-minute wash.
But everyone outside think we were making babies, mate.
I was shaking a lot.
Oh, it's going crazy. I'm going to test the Siri. What are you laughing at? I'm going to test the Siri about the tap. So those lines are swapped over. So the front pump is drawn from this switch here. But first, we'll make sure underneath here This pump here is split, so it's got 2 taps on it. So I'm pretty sure it's the front tap here. We'll turn that one open, close that one. Because these things work on vacuum, so basically if you have any air coming through, it won't stabilise to pump the water through. So if you've got the other tank open, which is the rear one, it's sucking air from that because it's dry, it actually won't pump up the water. So now I can turn on this pump. So this is a guess, guys. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm hoping it does because it's an easy fix. So water up here, come on, come on, come on. All right, the pump's working this time. Let's see if it stabilises. Hey, hey, buddy. Oh, oh. Might be the air coming out. Yeah! Happy days, nice and easy fix. Now I can use all our 4 tanks, which is awesome. Absolute win, because the next camp we're going to is actually a little cool camp off grid and stuff like that. So we want to get it set up and make sure we had all our water tanks working for that. So stick around for this, guys. Now you're probably thinking, bro, aren't you the ambassador for Wonderland? And the answer is, yes we are, but unlike some, we rather be transparent and truthful with the teething issues about buying a new van. And the truth of the matter is, no matter the brand of manufacturer, no matter how good their quality insurance process is, caravans are made by humans. And all humans do make mistakes. And there's no sugarcoating it. And if someone tells you differently, they're either in it just for the sale or they've got another hidden agenda. See, the difference between an average caravan manufacturer and a great one is the after-sales service and support. And this is why, to us, Wonderland caravans are an absolute standout within the whole caravan industry. And we stand by them and back them 100% through and through. But anyway, enough of that talk. It was time to punch our way out of Wallaroo and head about 30 minutes north to the small town of Point Brought. We chose to give Broughton Bay RV Park a red hot crack, which is a $10 camp just on the outskirts of town. At first impressions, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but we love these camps. The effort the owner puts in to provide an affordable, low-cost accommodations for travellers alike is just bloody awesome. Plus we're meeting a couple of friends here too. Like normal, there's always one that has to be fashionably late, so we'll wait around and see when they're going to turn up. But at the moment, yeah, this little campground, you can see how much money they've actually pumped into it. So they've made this little oasis sort of arrangement here, but yeah, she's hot, 36 degrees, and we're baking. So it's the first time we've actually cranked on the aircon off grid, eh? Seems to be going all right.
I think there's a storm coming over here as well.
Oh, okay. Might get pumped by a bit of storm action later. So what do you reckon, the campground, bub? Oi, come back here.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's just like, you know.
Well, it's better than a bit of farmland or something like that. At least
it's the people that make it. Hey, Simon.
Yeah, I will. You've got me.
He makes it.
The jetty's only
the boat will come off
down the road.
Yeah, and it's just on the outskirts of town, so you can just bang back in your truck, run down there, go to the jetty, go and get your crabs and stuff like that, which I think we'll end up doing. We've got crab rake, so we might as well crank it out and give it a go.
Yeah.
But at the moment, we're waiting for the ball and chain to rock up, and then we'll make a plan of attack and get to it. As always, fashionably late, Brad and Hayley rock up for a good old chinwag and a catch up. Give us a wave, B-Brad. But the next morning looked a bit like this. Oh, what a rough night, eh? So many good times and good drinks, hey bub. It was long, I don't know, I think we got
We're getting way too old for this. The drinking and stuff.
I know, Hayley and Georgie brought all the sangria shots out. And
Oh,
not shots, but like sangria.
There's so many different combinations of drinking, and but we've woken up to a wet day, which, you know, it's okay. It's good to have one of these now and then. And it'll probably be a homeschooling day for Wes now. But the problem is we put the aircon on for the kids last night because it was sticky and yucky and messy last night, and we put the aircon on.
Ran our batteries down.
Ran the batteries down and really didn't plan ahead that it was going to be a wet day, and now we're at 15%. We're so rookie. 2.5 years on the road and we've been rookie.
It was so hot, like literally 35 degrees.
All we got is rain coming today, and rain. So hopefully we'll get a patch of sun just to boost it back up again, but we're back to basics for a little bit until we get some sun coming through.
The sun finally started to poke its head up later in the morning.
Yeah, guys!
So Brad and Hayley took the opportunity to say goodbye and head on their merry way. We, however, went down to the waterfront to see if we could rack up some lunch, but it was a complete shock and actually quite gutted to find out the truth about Point Broughton.
So the first problem is I've actually lost the footage of the end of Point Broughton. So basically, yeah, not sure what happened, if I didn't hit the record button or I didn't put the SD card in, or it's just lost in the stratosphere somewhere and I just can't find the actual footage. But the actual problem with Point Broughton is 3 trawlers or commercial fishing through that whole ecosystem there. So basically there's 3 trawlers that not only pull out 300 tonne of crab every year, but probably all the bycatch and stuff as well, because we didn't see anything above 3 inches. So ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, nothing sizable at all, and I think that's hurting the real tourist industry with fishing and stuff like that, and fishing off the jetty, and even taking kids to the jetty to even catch some squid or whatever like that. So yeah, it was a bit of a bummer actually, and sorry to end an episode on a bit of a bummer, and we'll have it up perky and stuff next time for you. But yeah, if you got to this point, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the road. Peace out.